Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, it's another book video. I'm kind of gonna talk to you guys about the series I am currently in the middle of. As you can see, there's quite a lot of books here. I'm currently, I think, in the middle of about 21 book series. Whoops. But I think this is also a very good way to show you guys my taste in books. So, yeah. I'm gonna kind of like show you guys the series, where I'm at in the series, and what I'm currently thinking about the series. So basically, like, am I gonna continue them or not? So yeah, let's just start. I've divided them up in like two genres, which is basically just normal romance or contemporary romance, country romance, cowboy romance, whatever, and then fantasy. No subgenres and stuff, just romance, fantasy, basically. So yeah, let's just get started. So the first one I'm currently in the middle of is the, wait, what's it called? Oh my god. I don't even know what the first series is called. Is that bad? It's probably bad. But I'm in the middle of this series by Elsie Silver. I am currently on the 5th book. Okay, I don't always show you the book that I'm in the middle of, but yeah. I am currently on... Is it Reckless? That's the 4th book. Dude, this is not a good start. But yeah, I'm currently on the 4th book. I've read Flawless, Heedless, and Powerless. Now I just need to read the next two. Loving this series, some more than others, but I always have that obviously with interconnected standalones, so yeah. First one was at least still one of my favorites, so yeah, I am on the 5th one. 4th one. Great start. Oh my god, but yeah, that's that series. Then the next one is I think this is the Rebel Blue Ranch series by Lala Sage. I'm currently on the last book of this one. I forget the name, but yeah, I loved the first one. I did not like the second one. That's the only one so far that I did not like. Loved Lost and Left Out Again. So I can't wait for... is it Wild and Wrangled? I think it's Wild and Wrangled is the 4th one, and then the second one was Swift and Settled, and I did not like that one. So yeah, currently on the last one of this one. So I just read it and finish the series. But yeah, love the first one. So that's that one. Then I am currently, obviously, because who isn't at the moment, currently obviously in the middle of the Off-Campus series. I have started, I think I started reading the series about 4 years ago. I read The Deal and I read The Mistake and did not really enjoy The Mistake, so I eventually unhauled the series. And obviously now, because of the TV show coming out, I bought the series again, and I already reread The Deal. Still good. 4 stars. And I'm currently rereading The Mistake. So I am on the 2nd one, almost 3rd one. And then from the score on out, it's all gonna be new to me too. So, can't wait. But yeah, that's that one. So for now, I'm continuing all the series for sure. Okay, this one is a little bit more complicated. Because this is Game Changer series. I don't even know if this is like a specific series name. But I have not read Game Changers. And I think I'm only gonna read Heated Rivalry and then The Long Game. Those are the only physical copies I have. I have read Heated Rivalry. Have not read The Long Game yet. But the other books do not really attract me to read it. So I'm just gonna keep it with Heated Rivalry and The Long Game. And maybe after The Long Game, because this is, I think, technically the last one in an interconnected standalone one. So I'm just gonna keep it with those two, and maybe I'll read the rest, but for now it's just gonna be Heated Rivalry and The Long Game. And I love this one, by the way. I love this one. So it was great. I read it on Kindle and then I bought the books, so good one. The last in the romance series, and I know this is cringe, I've already showed it as like books that I wish I could reread again for the first time, but that's after. I need to finish this series. I am on the third one, so I'm on After We Fell, and I just really want to finish this series, like reading it. Which is crazy, I don't know why, but I just really have the urge to finish reading the series as well. Loved all the movies. Now I just need to finish the book series. My dog is coming to say hello, guys. Hey, bub. How you doing? What's up? But yeah, that's the last romance series I'm still in the middle of. And I have still so many to start. So yeah. Okay, those were all the romances. Now we're gonna go into all the fantasy series I'm in the middle of. I have to say though, some of them I'm like almost done with. Maybe just, well, some of them I'm up to date with. Other ones I am almost done with. Okay, it's time for fantasy now. Let's just get started and, you know, see what happens. Okay, the first one is maybe a little bit weird, but it's supernatural. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with the TV show Supernatural, but loved it. One of my favorite TV shows. 15 seasons. Oh my god, you know, so much time spent on that TV show and I loved it. And these books were written. I don't even know how many, but I think in the 20s or something of these books, which is basically jobs that 17 did but aren't on TV. They're basically in between episodes or I don't know, but they're really fun. I think I've read the first 5 or 6. So this is the first one. It's still called Supernatural Nevermore. And they're just, you know, really easy kind of reads. And I definitely want to, you know, read a couple of them at a time. I still have a couple of them in my bookcase that I haven't read yet. So read those first because they're pretty hard to come by these days. Because they're old. I mean, I don't know when this one was published. Well, 2008. This one's from 2008, but they're really fun. And they're basically just an episode of the TV show, but then in book form. So, love this. Definitely gonna continue these, but very spread out over the years that I still have to read. Okay, the next one is kind of awkward, but Akatar. Yes, I've read the first, 4 or 5 books? 4. I haven't read this one yet. And I really want to. Because 6 and 7 are coming. Ending of this year, guys. So I need to read this year. But I don't know. I cannot bring myself to start reading this. I don't know if it's like the size of it. Or just because it has been a while since I've been in this world. I don't know. I just cannot bring myself to start this. I really want to because I'm really curious about the whole Nesta of it. But yeah, really enjoyed this series. I'm on this one of this series. And hopefully I read it this year and then we can continue with books 6 and 7. The next one is Shadow and Bone. I've read the first one of this trilogy and I still want to read the second and the third one because I love the first one. So why not just, you know, read the rest, and they're not that big. And they're really easy to read too, and I enjoyed the first one. Don't ask me how many stars I gave it because I don't know, but I remember I enjoyed it. So we still have to read Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising, and I love the TV show. Too bad it got cancelled. But yeah, I still really want to continue this. I also have Six of Crows and the next one to that one. I'm having such a brain freeze during this video. I'm so sorry, guys. But I also still want to read those two, that duology. But I first think I should read this trilogy and finish it. So yeah, definitely continuing this. I'm continuing everything right now. It's not like I'm not continuing any series, but yeah. It's a very, I think it's young adult. Is it young adult? I think so. That's why it's probably such an easy read, but yeah. Next one. Then, we're at, oh my god. We're at the Black Decker Brotherhood series. Yes, I did that. I started this pretty long ago, like a couple of years ago. And I didn't necessarily enjoy the first book, but now there's a TV show of it on Passionflix, and I've watched it. And it's, I mean, it's not like it's cinematic royalty or anything, but it's really good. I really enjoyed it. So I gave the first one of the Black Decker Brotherhood, which is basically what season 1 is about, another try, and I actually really enjoyed reading it. So I'm on book 2 of the series. Season 2 is being filmed. At least it's in production. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it, because technically I read the book before I saw season 1, but I don't remember the book and I didn't enjoy the book. And then I saw season 1 and then I read the book. So I don't know if I'm gonna watch the show, read the book, or read the book and watch the show. But yeah, I'm gonna continue it, because I just want to keep reading it, because I don't know, maybe it's like an interconnected standalones again. This is about this couple, the next one is about that couple, and then there's also like a red line of one big story in that, you know, combines all of them, which I enjoy. So we're gonna see how far I get into this one, because this one also has like 20 plus books, because J.R. Ward, she can write. She's a beast. And funny, by the way. Okay, next one. Oh, of course. Which reader did not read Harry Potter? And I can say I've only read the first 2 books. Obviously, I've seen the movies. I did have a childhood. Thank you very much. But I did not read the books yet, so I'm currently in the middle of that, and I'm on book 3. And it's also, again, because it's young adult, it's kind of like, oh, I'm feeling like, you know, reading this. But the further you get, obviously, you get into the series, if you're familiar with the Harry Potter books, they get super thick. Like, they're like beasts. And that starts, I think, with number 4, so I'm still on like a pretty... like, I can see, I think the third one is The Prisoner of Azkaban, so I can definitely read that one. And I've enjoyed all of them so far, obviously. Like, who does not enjoy Harry Potter? They're not like 5 stars enjoyments, they're more like 3 or 4 stars enjoyments, but yeah, gotta read the Harry Potter series. So yeah, I'm on number 3 of that one. Then, another effing royalty. Obviously, Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. This is, funnily enough, this one is on my June TBR. I am on Throne of Glass, and I'm saying that because I'm in the middle of it, because I started with Assassin's Blade. That's the first book I decided to read for this series. And I know that I haven't finished Agatar, but I think I can start reading this one. And I really enjoyed Assassin's Blade, so I can't wait to actually kick off the series with Throne of Glass probably this month. So if I finish the 2 books I'm currently reading, this will be my next read. So yeah, I can't wait to continuing this series. Next. Oh, very old one again. This is Fallen by Lauren Kate. I've read Fallen. I'm technically on the 2nd book, which is also, funnily enough, on my June TBR. Don't know if it gets read, because we're already in the 2nd week of June, but who knows. But yeah, I really enjoyed the first one. I also enjoyed the movie, and I think there's also a TV show of it right now, but it's kind of hard to watch it here in the Netherlands, so I don't know if I ever get to do so, but I do want to know what happens, because they did one movie, which is obviously of the first book, and then open ending, because obviously we hoped on a second movie, but that never came out. So I just really want to know what happens to Daniel and Lucy. So yeah, definitely continuing this one. And again, pretty easy reads. Yeah, it's an oldie, but I still want to finish the series. See what I think of it. Oh, the other one is obviously the Shadowhunter world, which is the second book series, which is the Mortal Instruments in this universe. It's the second book series I've ever read. It was like Twilight, and then the Mortal Instruments. I am currently in the middle of this trilogy. I've read Lady Midnight, absolutely loved it. So I am on Lord of Shadows, if I'm correct, with the second book in this trilogy. And then we're just going to continue on, because there's no stopping Cassandra Clare in writing more books, apparently, in the Shadowhunters universe. But yeah, absolutely loving this. Also because the old characters, or like the original characters, come back, or they're still here, which I pretty much enjoy. So yeah. Can't wait to continue this one either. The next one is When the Moon Hatched, which is Moonfall. Yeah, the Moonfall series. I've read When the Moon Hatched. I just got The Ballad of Fallen Dragons, I think it's called. So, gotta pick that one up soon, I guess. I really gotta educate myself on what exactly happened in the first book, because honestly, I have no clue. Usually if I read like the last, I kind of know. It was a big cliffhanger. I do know that one. But, yeah. I know that I needed book 2 immediately, so I got book 2. Now I just need to read book 2. I think it was a 4 or 5 star read for me when I read it, for sure. So yeah, can't wait for the second book. Then of course we have Bride by Ellie Hazelwood. I have Maid on my bookshelf, so I absolutely love Bride. It was my first Ellie Hazelwood book. I'm currently reading an Ellie Hazelwood, which is The Love Hypothesis. Loving that one too, so now I kind of need to read every Ellie Hazelwood book, probably, because I'm loving The Love Hypothesis. So yeah, the next one is Maid. I love supernatural fantasy kind of stuff, so this was vampires, and then the next one is werewolves, so yeah, can't wait to pick up the second one and this one. Then we have Powerless. Technically, I finished the trilogy. There's just one little novella Lauren Roberts wrote, which is, I think, Fearful, that I still have to read, and then I've completely finished this. Oh, something in my eye, sorry. And then I have completed this entire series with both novellas and the original trilogy. Loved this trilogy. I loved it. I read this one so fast. Like, I read this pretty much when it came out, and then every time the other book came out, I read it pretty much right after it came out. So that's like new to me. I never do that. So that actually means that I really, really enjoyed this series. Again, it's like, it's young adult, if I'm not mistaken. But there is like romance in it, but just the story behind it, like the main story next to the romance, is just really good too. It's really enjoyable. That's probably why I enjoyed it so much. Everything is good about it. Then we of course have the Fae and Alchemy series, I think it's called. So the first one is Quicksilver by Kelly Hart, and the second one is Brimstone. Technically I'm up to date with this series. I've read Quicksilver, I've read Brimstone. I finished Brimstone at the beginning of this year, I think. And I can't wait for the next one, because, come on guys. Kingfisher? But yeah, it's really good, it's enjoyable. keeping up to date. Definitely reading the next book as soon as possible, even though I know nothing about a third book coming, or when it's coming, or that. So, but definitely a recommendation you guys should read if you love fantasy, romance, enemy to lovers. That's my jam. Next one is a very other large series, which is of course the Zodiac Academy by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. I just finished, oh, it's a bookmark in here. I just finished the 4th book, Shadow Princess, so I'm on the 5th one of this series. So, enjoying it. It's something it's a particular kind of romance, fantasy romance, because it's like bullied and stuff. Some people don't like that. I always think it's a book, it's not real, but yeah, I really just enjoy it, and they're big books, so it's gonna take me a while before I finish everything. I think there are like 9 or 10 books anyways, and then you have like other little series within the series, so, but I'm first gonna just finish the main one and then we'll see. But yeah, definitely continuing this one. And I'm on the 5th, like I said before, I think. Next one is Throne of the Fallen, which is, I think, called The Fallen. I mean, the Princess of Sin series, that's what it is. That's what it's called. I'm on the 2nd one. I've read Throne of the Fallen, and I think Throne of Secrets is the 2nd one, and Throne of Nightmares is the 3rd one. I couldn't find Throne of Nightmares anywhere in the stores. I was looking for it to buy it, but I couldn't. So I'm currently on Throne of Secrets. I do have that one on my bookshelf, so that's going to be read pretty soon, I guess, because I loved the first trilogy that she did in this universe, which is Kingdom of the Wicked, and that was just really good. And this is basically Princess of Sin. So you have Wrath, Sloth, Glutton, those sins basically, and then there's personifications of them. And the first trilogy is about Wrath, and then these books, The Princess of Sin, are basically about the rest of the princess. So the first one was, I don't remember, was it Greed? No, Envy. Sorry, this one was about envy, and then the second one I think is Greed. Not entirely sure though, but they're really enjoyable. It's basically their love stories in one book. It's good. And then the last one is The Serpents and the Wing of Night, which is basically a Crowns of Nyaxia novel. And these are duologies within a series, within the same universe. So I finished the first duology, and then a novella that belongs to that one. Six Roses, something which I really enjoyed, so I'm on the 2nd duology. And yeah, I'm definitely going to continue this one because I've got all the books in my bookshelf, on my bookshelves. So yeah. Also a very good recommendation. It's funny because Powerless is kind of like Hunger Games, then this one is kind of like Hunger Games again. But then with vampires, I mean, vampires are my favorite supernatural being. This one's really cool. So yeah. Those are all the series, or book series, I'm in the middle of. Currently reading. I keep starting new series, so this list is probably just going to get longer. Hopefully I can also finish and continue series along the way, so that I can keep it around 20 series at the same time. But, I don't know. Okay, let me know if there's like if there's a series that you guys have read that you guys really enjoyed. Let me know if I should absolutely continue this series and finish it immediately. Or maybe if you have other recommendations or anything that I should start, let me know. I can't wait. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. That really helps me, and I really like, telling you guys about this and showing you guys everything. So please like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so that you know whenever I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.